Alright guys, here's what's been going on with me lately. 2 weeks ago, I was having problems with a local gang that had invaded my neighborhood. It was a gang of raccoons. And me and these raccoons had a difference of opinion. You see, I didn't want them to get into my garbage in the middle of the night, and they felt the exact opposite. So, in the middle of the night, they were tearing into my garbage cans and leaving all my garbage on the driveway, and in my yard, and in my neighbor's yard, and then I'd find it in the morning. So, I tried some different things, but the raccoons were still able to get the lid open, and when they couldn't, they reached their little claws into a hole in the bottom, and they pulled out the garbage that way. You know, that must have taken them a long time. Never say that raccoons aren't committed. So, I went to the store, and I bought a bigger can with an attached lid. I got some bungee cords, and so far so good. This can is working, and that means that's it for this can. I'm throwing it away. Have you ever thrown away something because it was broken or it didn't work anymore? I've done it with a lot of things, and I'm sure you have too. And so have your parents and your grandparents have, and all of your friends. We all have done this. Well, today we're wrapping up our study of the prophet Jonah. Interesting dude, wasn't he? He didn't want to do what prophets are made to do, to share what God has to say. God wanted these people in the city of Nineveh to turn around, but Jonah didn't want to share that with them. He wasn't working right. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. It would have been easy for God to just replace him, like I replaced this trash can. God could have said, this old prophet isn't working, toss it in the sea and I'll get a better one. Because God wasn't just using Jonah for a purpose. God loved Jonah too. And the same goes for you and me. Yeah, we're working the best way that God designed us when we're doing what he asks us to do. But you're not just something that God uses. Sometimes it is time to throw away a garbage can, or an old suitcase, or a pair of ripped jeans. But you're more than that to God. And he sent his son to die for you, and to die for me, and to die for Jonah. And then God's Spirit makes us members of his family. So, I hope that as we've learned about Jonah, that it's more than just a big, interesting fish story. But since you know that since Jonah and since the Ninevites were so valuable to God, that you know that you and I are too. Let's see how well these raccoons deal with this thing. All right, I'm good.